Loaded eggs, tofu, tomatoes, sardines. Let's make them.
Hey cherries, it's Blossom. Here's all that I used: eggs, minced garlic, butter, a can of sardines, a tomato, onions, bread, Himalayan salt, cayenne pepper, and a half block of tofu. Now, I'm really glad you're back in my kitchen. I know some of y'all don't do eggs, but I appreciate you watching wholeheartedly. Thank you. So, today on episode 5, we're making a protein-packed breakfast. And honestly, it's an anytime meal, okay? I like to call it loaded eggs with tofu and sardines. It's a little spicy, a little buttery, very savory, and suspiciously good for you. So, let's dive right in. First things first, you're gonna grab a cutting board, okay? Whichever is your favorite. I really like wooden cutting boards, but this is the one that I have that's on a smaller side, so I'm using that. Then you're going to dice your tomatoes, okay? Next, you're going to drain your sardines, okay? These sardines are in oil. I'm not a fan of it, so I like to drain it completely if I can. Next, you open the can, make sure everything looks good. Okay, pour it in there. Sometimes it's gonna fight you, okay? Put some muscle into it. Then we're gonna open it right up and take out the skeletons. Right here, I'm taking out the roasted peppers that are in there. Some come flavored. I like to scrape the scales that are on there. I don't like that texture, and I also do not like the texture of like skeleton bones or whatever. I don't like it, okay? I'm not a fan. I don't like when I'm eating soft foods and something is crunching under my teeth. I don't know, it's a texture thing. Also, with sardines, if you see dark green on the inside meat part, do not eat it. I don't think that's a good thing. The can that I opened before that had some dark insides, but it was like unnaturally green, very, I don't know. So I didn't use that. Yeah, definitely wash your hands because the sardines, it fights back. All right, I absolutely use soap. And yeah, by the way, feel free to use minced garlic, real clover garlic. Mince it yourself if you'd like. This is what I had in the fridge. You know how I do. Then you crack your 3 eggs and scramble them, okay? After that, I'm gonna dice my onions. I like to dice them in a way that's very fine, but for the sake of this video, I liked it a bit on the thicker side, just so you could see everything. That was what I had in mind. Definitely clean up as you go. That's one thing my mama taught me. I know I say that in every video probably, but cleaning up as you go goes a long way, man. Because me, after I eat, I don't want to do no dishes. I like it, you just got to do it before, okay? So you can actually relax. Ain't nothing worse than finishing eating and putting my plate away from inside the bedroom, and then it's like, ugh, I gotta wash it. That's why I use paper plates, okay? Listen, I'm telling you, yeah, we got the ceramic plates or whatever, but everyday plates, oh yeah, I'm using paper plates all day. Here's the thing with loaded eggs. I personally, I enjoy eggs, but I feel like it's so much better when you can add other things to it. I like the mix of flavor. I don't know. Like, obviously, you don't have to have meat in there. And it all started with how my mom always cooked eggs. Even in my culture in Haiti, we like to add stuff to our eggs. Oftentimes it's spinach, like my couple past episodes. tomatoes, onions. Let me tell you, I had an ex. I made loaded eggs for him, and it was with onions. Man, he looked at me dead in my eyes and was like, "You added onion to this?" I was like, "Yeah, you know." And yeah, he was upset. He was very upset, but I digress. Honestly, I that just took it as, let me just not date anybody who has a simple palate. That's what I've learned from that. You know, I love me some island men. I love me some. Anyway, back to where we're at. Now that everything is prepped, all the ingredients are at my disposal. Let's make some loaded eggs. First, we have to heat up a nonstick pan on medium. Okay, you can add your butter as it's getting hot. Once it's melted and bubbling just a bit, you can go ahead and add your chopped baby onions, and you can also add your garlic then too. Stir them around lovingly. Let them sizzle till your kitchen starts smelling like decisions are made. We're not just cooking here, we're actually building flavor. This is foreplay for the taste buds. Then you're gonna let that garlic flirt with the butter a little bit, okay? Now, I tossed my tofu in there, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little dash of the turmeric, okay? Because we want that yellow color, yeah? Next, the ground cayenne pepper is going in there as well for a little kick. And here is the minced garlic. Now, we're gonna toss the tomatoes in there, and we're just gonna want it to have a gentle warmth, all right? Not a full-on identity crisis. I love the color here. It already looks like eggs. Like, I can understand people who do plant-based because that right here is beautiful. Like, I was tricked. I really thought I already had my eggs in there for a moment. Here are the tomatoes. Nice and lovely. They look so juicy. For the tofu, bite-sized pieces are preferable for this recipe, but I like it smushed. I feel like it's actually getting cooked, so I don't know. I'm a fan of it, you know? Now, during this time, you want to let it sit for a bit so it can brown slightly on the edges, if it can, you know? Tofu loves to pretend like it's shy, but it really just needs encouragement. Stir occasionally, but let it live its golden, crispy dreams. We're creating texture, people. Alright, so while it's doing this thing, here's story number 2. I once tried to impress someone on a third date by making this exact dish. I had eggs cracked, tofu sizzling, sardines ready to go, and then I dropped the entire pan on the floor. The smell of sardines and turmeric haunted my kitchen for like a week. But somehow that disaster convinced them that I was authentic. Long story short, we're still friends and they still call this the flirty fish breakfast. Now, for the drama, time to put everything away. So the sardines, the tomatoes, and the onions, everything that's in here is cooked, okay? And we're putting it in this bowl because I was thinking about meal prepping it, and truly I just needed it out the way because I wanted to use the same pan to cook my eggs in. Now, I could have easily added the eggs to the tofu, but I just wasn't feeling it because there was a lot of tofu in there and I wanted my eggs to cook thoroughly because, you know, salmonella, poisoning and all that. Yeah, I'm not trying to have that. So I moved the tofu into another bowl that I really think that I could have used for meal prepping, but I went along and did something else. Now my eggs are cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and wash up a little bit, wash my dishes, because like I said earlier, cleaning as you go is the best way to go. Yeah. Oh, I just made that up. I like the sound of that. Thank you, mommy. She never said it like that, but hey. Yeah, you know, I started watching season 3 of Squid Game, and let me tell you, I didn't expect that ending. If you didn't watch it yet, go watch it. I'm not gonna ruin it for you. Oh, let me check if these eggs are good. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but it's just I didn't expect that. And that turn that took with 222 and what came out of that, man, yeah, I just can't believe they don't give these people medical attention in there. That's so, anyway, that was a good show. I didn't get the end after the game. I didn't get who was who, but yeah, I'd watch it again though. I liked it. I actually gotta watch the first season just to make sure I understand what was what, right? Because some characters, like the. Let me not. I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, I really want to talk about it, but I'm pretty sure some people ain't watched it yet. I just. Yeah. My eggs are done. I'm still cleaning up. Hey, don't look at my trash. It's trashy. I know. I'm always washing my hands. Eggs are ready. I don't like that it's kind of crusted like that, but I wasn't paying attention. I was washing the dishes, so that's why it's like that. I'm putting the rest away in this meal prepping bowl that I use. I'm also gonna take it for lunch to work. Yeah, I'm making a mess. I'm gonna taste that a little bit. Now, one thing I wish I did was add a bit more salt. I added enough, but I couldn't gauge it. Let me tell you about this bread. Oh my God, this bread. We just ran out. But this bread right here is so good. It's nice and meaty. I love a meaty bread. I don't know. If you foreign, I think you know what I mean. Look at that. That's pretty. I look good. But yeah, that's what I was telling you. I watched Squid Game and I was enjoying it. Yeah, I'd make this again. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. That's the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, por favor. That's the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one. I love you.